You know, health isn't always about what tastes good. I'm vegan, so, you know, if anybody knows, I'm just lying. Vegan food be good. We eat good. I promise y'all we eat. 'Cause I'm so fly. Hello everyone, this is really Cherie and I am Cherie Danielle. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you haven't already seen my previous video about how I got COVID-19, please click this right here. I'm gonna put a box. Okay. So the day that I tested negative, my friend sent me a list of like a lot of holistic things that I could do. I'm very much for holistic healing. It's not that I'm completely against medicine. I do believe in taking medicine, you know, if appropriate, if need be. But for the most part, I knew that I wanted to do my best because my symptoms were mild to heal myself in the most natural way. And the biggest things were the pills, the drops, and plus things that I just was drinking, like those three things. One of the big things I took every day was black seed oil. I'm really mad at myself because I just spilled black seed oil all over my purse. But yeah, I took like a teaspoon, you know, every couple of hours or something. I would do a teaspoon or so. You can like weigh it out as you want. Another big thing I was big on was Kodial Silver. I would do, it says about 5 droplets. This is a big size one. I had a smaller size one when I got it. But it says about 5 droplets for a day. Dropfuls, I don't know, it says dropper fools. I'm like, is that even a word? But I would take about that amount every day. I would add it to my water sometimes. Or I would, you know, just drop it in my mouth, whatever I felt like. And I took selenium drops also. Now these are really bitter, really gross, very sour, but hey, it was on the list, so I took it. You know, health isn't always about what tastes good. I'm vegan, so, you know, if anybody knows, I'm just lying. Vegan food be good. We eat good. I promise y'all we eat. And then a little later in my journey, I started taking these. These are, Kodial Silver sprays that you can spray up your nose. These are also like really, really good. So elderberry syrup. I was already taking this pre me getting COVID, but I just kind of doubled it up, took some more of this. And y'all know elderberry is very good for you too. My ear was very clogged, so I took this ear oil. The ear oil includes mullein flower, coptis root, and garlic bulb, and something like, yeah, extra virgin olive oil. So you could easily make this yourself. The store that I shop at called Sprouts, they had their own that they already made. So I just ordered this and I put these droplets in my ear a few times a day. It was really only one ear that was clogged, so I put it in the ear that was clogged. Because the one time I did put it in the ear that wasn't clogged, I just put it in the other ear because I thought, well, they're like working together, aren't they? But it made the other ear that wasn't clogged feel weird, so I didn't do that much of that. I just put it, I stayed putting it in the one ear that wasn't clogged. That was clogged. I'm sorry. What the hell am I saying? I stayed putting it in the one ear that was clogged. I've been taking oil of oregano for years to help with allergy. Like one year I did have an allergy issue. Oil of oregano really helped me with that. So I did take that like every other day. I would do the oil of oregano. I think when I first found out I got it, I was kind of doing every day for like 3 days. It's really strong though. But you just drop it under your tongue and then follow it with some water or something to eat. For about 5 to 7 days, the first thing I drank in the morning was celery juice. And I was already on the celery juice tip. I started the celery juice tip like the end of last year when I started juicing. And I did it mainly to help me with my acne and things, which is another thing that I'll be doing videos on soon. And I usually would have anywhere between 8 and 16 ounces. The health experts say you should have about 16 ounces, but just that's a lot of celery to get. So I would probably do a little bit under 16 ounces, maybe about 13 ounces or so, just so I wasn't using up all the celery so quick. But I would drink all the celery juice. I wouldn't add anything to it. They always say don't add anything to it. They say it's no need to do the pulp, and I have a juicer, so I would just drink the celery juice and just the celery juice. Another thing that I was drinking, and that was also on the list, was needle leaf tea. They said 2 bags of needle leaf tea, really good for you. So I would try to drink that about 2 times a day. I would have a cup of needle leaf tea and I would use 2 of the tea bags in it. So that also was a thing that I really was good for. And I would add cayenne pepper, ginger powder, and turmeric powder. I would add all those things to it, and I would add like a lemon or a lime or something, a little bit of honey to keep it sweet. I would do that also. And one of the third things that I started drinking, I didn't start drinking this till maybe 3 or 4 days after I was tested, after I realized I was tested positive. And this was like a very specific concoction. This was a very specific concoction. Why am I having such a hard time saying that? This was a very specific concoction, and my mentor actually sent it to me. And there was this African man that talked about how he gave it to his mother who had COVID. And what you did basically is you take ginger and you take garlic, and you peel both of them, you chop it up, and you take some lime also, like lemon or lime, and you make it like a paste-like texture. And then you take a scoop and you add it to your teas. And what he did was he used like a medicine like tea. I don't think it was one that I wasn't familiar with. The only medicine tea that I know of is Theraflu. So that was the one actual medicine that I did take the entire time, was Theraflu. So I put the Theraflu in it, and I would take a scoop of the ginger, garlic, and lime paste. I also added turmeric just because I'm obsessed with turmeric. The guy didn't put the turmeric in there, but I just know turmeric's good. And if anything that I put ginger in, I'm usually gonna put turmeric in. So I added turmeric to the paste, and I would put that in my tea with the Theraflu every day after I started doing it. And of course, one of the main things I try to do every day was drink a gallon of water. A gallon of alkaline water. This is the 8.8 pH balanced alkaline water. So I try to drink about a gallon each day. Usually I probably got to about here, because drinking a gallon is a lot, especially when you're already drinking teas, celery juice. Y'all, I felt like I was peeing like 3 times an hour. Like those first 4 or 5 days, I was peeing like 3 times an hour. But I was happy about it because I was like, I am just cleansing myself, myself of this virus. So it felt good to know that like everything was just I felt like everything was just flushing out of me and flushing out of me in the most not gross way. And then I also, when I wasn't drinking all the other things, the last thing that I was drinking was kombucha. And I typically, anybody that knows me personally knows that I love kombucha. I didn't really double up on it because I was drinking so many other things, but whenever I got sick of drinking everything else, I would just take a few little shots of my trusty kombucha. My favorite flavor is the cayenne cleanse. I feel like that's the healthiest for you, because that cayenne, you feel it just flushing whatever, if you have whatever clogged nose, whatever itchy throat, you feel it, really attacking that. So I drank that too. Last but not least, my vitamins, my actual pills that I took. Obviously I was already taking some of this, I think, but I wasn't really that consistent with it, because I always felt like vitamin C always, can y'all see it? Okay, I don't know. Yeah. So I just felt like vitamin C would affect my skin, but it really didn't. So I don't know, I guess I'll get into taking it, more often. But I took this every day, vitamin C pills. Then of course I was already taking zinc, so I continue to take zinc daily also. And vitamin D3. I have another brand that I use that also has vitamin K in it that I ordered from Amazon, and I hear that when you mix vitamin D and vitamin K, like it's just better for you. So yeah, y'all can look into that. But vitamin D, and MSM. And they said MSM is good because I know some people who had the virus, their body was in really deep pain. My body didn't really go through any deep pain or didn't really feel weird. So, but I still wanted to be on the safe side and just take this. And I also hear that MSM is good for your skin. So I think I'm gonna continue to take that. All the things that I'm taking, I feel like I'm gonna continue to take just to always have my immune system be as strong and just to continue to just build and build and build on my immune system. I think I'm gonna always take these things for life just because I don't ever wanna have anything like that again. And let's see, turmeric drops. Turmeric drops, I just started using this. It just helps, another thing to help your immune system stay strong. So turmeric drops, something else that I've just put in my water. And anesthesia, I don't know, anastasia, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but this also helps with immune support. So that those drops in my water too. And then I also added one more vitamin. I added this after testing negative, but this is just like a wellness immune support, and it's just like a double up of everything else I already take. It's got a lot of great stuff in it. And yeah, that's every single thing that I took when I had COVID-19 and that I'm going to continue to take, and that I suggest that all of you continue to take to just keep your immune system high, continue to maintain a healthy lifestyle, a healthy diet, you know, just try not to eat things that you know just aren't gonna make you feel great and aren't gonna keep your immune system up. Anything with lime and lemon and fruits, all those things are just so good to have. Even celery juice, you know, if you want to just continue to do it, like every day I'm still doing celery juice quite often. And then at times I would kind of do a mixture of ginger and like, I think I did like a pineapple, mango, ginger. Like I did a bunch of stuff because like I was at home, so I had all this other time, so I played around a lot. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how you feel. Tell me about your experience. Tell me what you think I should add to my range of supplements. Tell me, you know, anything you feel like would be helpful. I'm definitely open to learning more and more on how to just continue to just keep ourselves in good health. Be inspired, be free. Freely Cherie.